Kenny here with Gardening Simplified. It is the 1st of February, and it's really time to get some stuff set up to do some transplanting, get these little seedlings out, and it's a mess here. My seed starting area is, it's been piled up here. Everything's been piled around. We've done cleaned some around it. But my shelves, I got two of them out here. One's in the other shop, and they're piled up with seed starting stuff, and I got to get them set up because it won't be long. These little transplants are going to have to start being moved into bigger cell trays, and they're going to need all these grow lights out here. While I'm doing this, and I've got one of the racks set up, my grow station. It's not totally set up. I don't have my timer set up. I just have my lights plugged in. I have plenty of dust on my mats, which it's not going to make a difference. These mats on this one are 48 by 20 3/4. This is a 4 foot by 18-inch shelf, and on some of these I put insulated styrofoam. Here I put the shiny side down, so if there's any reflection of light, it'll reflect back down to the plants. These mats, each of them draws 105 watts, so you're talking about a little over 100-watt light bulb. So it doesn't. You can grow or run quite a few of these off of extension cord. Now I've got a heavier duty extension cord that I run over here, so I make sure I got flow, and my sockets are set up to, the outlets are set up to run all that. And I have a few more mats over here. Now some are different brands. This one here runs just a little bit less wattage than the other one. This is 100 watts. That's 105, and it depends on which kind they are. Now these here, as you can see, these have wires run through. This uses some kind of carbon fiber or something that it's supposed to heat more evenly, in which it's not that big a difference. And they make mats in all different sizes. I have some 10 by 20s. These were some that I got first, and then I've got some that's in here that are 20 by 20 3/4. And basically, when you start putting them together, they run roughly about the same amount per shelf. Now, most people don't need this many mats. And I don't start my seeds on mats generally. I start them in my climate-controlled workshop. It stays this time of year. It's right now it's set on 68. That's normally warm enough to germinate seeds. Out here I use the mats for when it gets really cold. Today, and I was surprised my thermometer was still running, but it says that it's 47 out here, which that's fine. That's plenty enough. We don't want to put a whole lot of heat, because what you're going to do is, if you don't have enough light, your plants are really going to get leggy in a hurry. But with cooler conditions like this, and this normally, I'd move them out here, or I'd move them to the greenhouse. Now it's too cold out in the greenhouse right now for my plants, and I've got some that I've started early. So what I'm going to do first is move them out here, so I can bring my other shelf, and then we'll get the other ones set up. All right, got them. A couple of them set up. The other one's still got a lot of seed trays, but will be a little bit before we'll need it. I went ahead and put the heat mats on these two top ones. We'll keep them warm enough. Definitely we want our basil to have a little bit of warm temperature. Go ahead and grow. A lot of these, they'll grow, and they'll grow a lot slower because it is cooler out here, but the roots will be warm. So anyway, that's what we're looking at. I've still got to put a timer on this. I've got one. I just need to get that taken care of, and then from there, we'll just have to start planting our seeds or planting our seedlings in cell trays. Let's go take a look at them. All of our tomatoes that we planted a few days ago, this was on the 26th last month. So well, we got 6 days since they've been planted, and all of them are up. Now they're almost to the point to where I'll move them to their cell tray. But this is how it looks when they're multi-sown. They're all crowded in there together. Now I've been knocking a few of the seed off the leaves, make them to where they'll spread out and go ahead and get a little bit more light. Now the peppers, sweet peppers and hot peppers, none of them have come up yet. So they'll be here a while. Now I do have germination here on my shallots. So, and these here were, let's see, these were only 5 days ago when these were planted, but you see how fast they germinate. Now you could go down to one of your big box stores and pay $4 for a dozen, or you could buy a pack of seeds for $3.50 and grow you hundreds. You know, it's totally up to you. Yes, the big ones look better and everything, but these will grow on, and I'll have a lot of them. Now I've also got down here is some. This is my roselle. My seed for some reason didn't germinate. I do have some more that we just looked at outside that did good, but my seed for some reason I couldn't get it germinated, and maybe I just need to clip the ends or something. They are really hard to germinate. That takes a little trick, either sanding them or clipping the ends, because some of mine were in there and we just planted some others in, and the rest were in here, and there's not a one coming up. So anyway, that's where we're sitting with seeds. Maybe in a few days we'll do a video so you can see how we separate these out and put them in their cell trays. If you want to follow along, well, of course, hit that subscribe, hit the bell, and click all. And hey, give her a big thumbs up and get those seeds in the ground.